Hello and welcome back to another session of Therapy and Panels. Today I thought I would do something a little special as a thank you to all my subscribers. I really appreciate you guys subscribing to me, watching me, and overall just putting up with a lot of the issues that I've been having and just being really, really great. I truly do love you guys. And as a way of just saying thank you, I thought I would go and do at least one request I've been getting for a comic to do. And now that I found a digital copy of it, it's finally time for me to do it. So today we will be going through a continuation of the first appearance of Poison Ivy, Batman issue number 183.
For anyone who hasn't seen my video on Batman issue number 181,
which you should, wink wink,
this is a continuation from this issue, being the introduction to Poison Ivy. If you want to catch up beforehand, go ahead and watch the video. I'll leave a link in the description.
But for everyone else who's just wanting to get to the start of this video's review, let's get ready to read Batman issue 183.
This cover makes me laugh just looking at it. We have Robin here on the bat phone, I assume being told the Joker is terrorizing Gotham City or something. But Batman can't be bothered since the Adam West show is about to come on. Never interrupt Batman when he's watching his stories, it seems. We begin with billionaire playboy Bruce Wayne going on a couple of dates, but no matter how many he goes on, he seems to only have Poison Ivy on the mind.
Dude has a thing for redheads, I guess.
After a brief recap of issue 181, we cut to Dick Grayson worried about Bruce, hoping dripping some ice on him will cool him off, only for it to instantly start melting when he gets near him. Thankfully for Dick, an explosion nearby gets Bruce's attention, and the two head to change into Batman and Robin to deal with it. The two easily handle the criminals, which seems to have gotten Batman out of his funk about Poison Ivy, much to Robin's delight. We then cut to the prison Poison Ivy is located at, asking the guard to make sure Batman is given a mirror she made for him in shop as a thank you for his help in rehabilitating her from crime, but secretly has another motive for the mirror.
Maybe he can see for himself that he's got that piece of broccoli stuck on his teeth for the past few days. Been driving me insane.
No, it turns out that when Batman received the mirror, I guess it starts sending hypnotic suggestions to have him break her out of prison. Not sure how that works, but Robin in the next few days notices Batman acting weird and thinking just heading out doing some patrolling will clear his mind. And the two see some grown men trying to rob a ferry, and they go down to fight them. Batman is still a little dazed from the hypnosis, but after seeing Robin getting beat up by some grown men, he snaps out of it and takes out the bad guys and breaks the mirror. Later on, Batman comes to the hospital wing of the prison after being told that Ivy is sick from a broken heart after learning he shattered her mirror.
World's greatest detective, everybody, falls for one of the world's worst excuses for being sick.
No surprises coming from me, as it turns out Ivy had used some special chemicals in her hair that mimic being ill, and apparently makes her hair strands explosives as she plucks them out and uses them to threaten to blow up the place if Batman doesn't help her out of prison.
The heck kind of shampoo do they allow in that prison?
Not wanting to call her bluff, Batman has no choice and takes her out to a getaway car, and they head out with the police behind them. Apparently, Ivy wasn't bluffing about the hair as she releases them on the cop cars, and they explode. Batman tries to steer the car off the road, but is quickly subdued by Ivy using some sort of drug. He awakes hours later in Poison Ivy's hideout wearing a leash like a pet and refuses to eat anything, stating he'd rather starve than be her pet.
I feel like I just got onto the wrong side of the internet here. I need an adult.
As the days go by, it turns out Batman wasn't bluffing, so Ivy has no choice but to put an IV tube in him so he will eat. But as soon as the tube arrives, it startles her pet panther that she just now has for some reason. Seriously, where the heck did that come from? Batman takes the advantage and breaks free to prevent the panther from attacking Ivy, which he takes as him caring about her and gives him a kiss. As they kiss, Robin arrives to handle the goons, and it's revealed that Batman used the kiss as a distraction to tie up Ivy's hands with the IV tube, and they quickly return her to prison, ending the issue.
And that was the second appearance of Poison Ivy, and from my diagnosis, this kind of sucked.
There is a second story to this that describes the reasoning for the cover, but to my understandings, the request was just for the Poison Ivy story. And with my thoughts on this, unless the writing for this is just so ridiculous it just goes right past my head, it's just all over the place. And it feels like this was just some the writers at DC at the time just needed to quickly get done before the end of the day. I mean, a lot of the conflict is quickly done with on the next page, and a lot of it doesn't even make any sense, like the hypnotizing mirror thing and the sudden random pet panther that Poison Ivy has. Seriously, that wasn't even established until then. And it was just all over the place for the story.
And with that, that is the end of today's session. Thank you all for attending. If you liked the video, please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I am the Super Guru, signing off. And once again, I want to say at the bottom of my heart, thank you to all my subscribers.